Hey guys, I passed the TEF exam in less than a year and today I am sharing my full journey. So, if you are also dreaming of getting that NCLC 7, stay with me till the end. So, let's get started. I am breaking it all step by step. Why I started, my first attempt, the mistakes I made, the teachers, their reviews, and everything. So, why I started? Now, as we all know, getting PR these days is very tough. If you came after 12th like me, we have very low CRS point, and that's why I thought, let me share my story. Maybe it helps someone out there. So, hi, I am Pranami. I was working as a developer in Toronto last year, but in Feb, I got laid off during the mass layoff. So, me and my boyfriend decided to move to Halifax. But even here, finding an AIP supported job wasn't easy. That's when my grandma told me, start learning French. So at first, I just ignored, I just laughed, but somehow I started my journey in July 2024, and today I'm gonna share everything. Okay, my starting point. So at first, I started looking on YouTube, totally confused. I had no idea where to start or what to even do. Then I came across this video by Suchita, Learn French in 15 Days. And in this video, she was teaching the basic like French ABCD, the verbs, conjugation, and etc. And I watched all her videos and took notes. During this time, I was studying around 4 to 5 hours a day, depending on my mood. Okay, so I use two books only, and here is my point of view. So, before booking any class with a teacher, I completed this entire book by Annie Hemingway, Complete French Grammar, on my own. So, in this book, you will find everything: grammar, step by step chapters from basic to advanced level. And well, I know a lot of people feel that grammar is not important, or they think they should directly start with speaking or listening. But I would say it's the most important part, because if you know the rules and structure, you can easily learn this language, as French has its own structure and it's very different. So I did each and every exercise in this book, and I think I didn't even miss the simplest one. Okay, my teachers, I was taking class on italki with real French speaker natives. So I took two boot camps with Loredin for intensive grammar, and in the meantime, I started speaking with Julian. I was taking only two class per week, and we were practicing based on TEF topics. And there are a hell lot of topics, but you just have to understand the structure so you can form sentence easily. Finally, in Jan 2025, I found Ferial. Like, I was trying to book her class since 2024, but her class were always full. But she's a gem, the best teacher, and she corrected every single mistake I made. And I was paying around $35, but if she had charged $60 or even $80 like other teachers do, I would have paid that without any hesitation. And one more thing, if you guys want to book her class, please check her calendar. I think she's not taking class these days, but you can always try reaching out to her. So this is Loredan. You can find her class on italki, and the cost of one bootcamp is around $1,300. And I took two bootcamp with her, but one is enough. One is more than enough. So she focused a lot on reading, grammar, and writing. As you can see in this exercise PDF, she used to give daily grammar based homework, and trust me, one PDF would take me 6 to 7 hours to complete. Apart from that, she had her own material and presentation. We also followed an advanced level grammar book. But the book that worked best for me was this one, and you will see it has a theme-based vocabs. For example, take the topic le travail, that means the work. So it includes the phrase like les conditions de travail, working condition, uh, le person, the people, and there are vocabs like le travail à temps plein, le travail à temps partiel, les congés, that means the holidays. So it's really good for learning context-based vocab. And there are also exercise at the end of each chapter that I have to do daily. And this book by Stephanie is amazing for the writing part. For Secure Bay of TEF exam, which is formal writing of 200 words, it helps a lot because it teaches you advanced vocabs and structured writing. And you always need to use the opinion verbs like je pense, je crois, je trouve. So it shows that you can express ideas at a higher level. Same for Julian, you can find him on italki. With him, it's more fun and not that stressful. I focus mainly on speaking with him since I was already covering the other parts with Loredan. And with Julian, we practice more on TEF speaking topics, but not always. Sometimes we just talked about what's going on, about movies, trending topics, or even shared things about our culture. The cost is $35 and I was taking 2 classes per week. He used to correct me in the italki chat. For example, during the speaking part, if I made a mistake, he would write everything in the chat and explain it later. And now Fariel, she is the best teacher and I was lucky to be able to book her class because she's always fully booked. And I stopped taking class with Julian from Jen as I got Fariel. With her, the main focus was the speaking part. She's very kind and you can contact her after the class if you have any doubts. The cost is around $35 and I was taking 2 classes per week. As you can see here in this doc, she created a Google Doc for me, and in this doc, she corrected me on each and every sentence, not just small mistakes, but even sentence structure, vocabs, and pronunciation. For example, il n'y a pas beaucoup de gens que tu parles. So here it's totally wrong because I'm not conjugating parler, the verb parler, avec tu. So it's avec qui tu parles. So on the right side, it's the corrected version. And I tried other teachers too, but Fariel, she's the best. Uh, she listen carefully, take notes during the lesson, and give clear explanation. And one more thing that I like the most is she was sending the video link based on the topic that I had to watch before class. So from the video only, I was getting a lot of vocabs and it helped me to improve my listening too. And during the class, we were practicing the same topic. And for Sexio Bay of TEF, where you have to convince the examiner who plays the role of your friend to do some activities or volunteering things or anything in that one as well, she gave me her arguments that I could use and build my own arguments accordingly. And she motivated me a lot. I broke down so many times during the class, literally cried in front of her, but she never judged me. Instead, she always reminded me of how far I had come and believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. So I think that kind of support, especially during such a tough journey, meant everything to me. Here I'm just dropping some useful links for all the parts. My routine. So, my routine was the same each and every day. I studied with 4 to 5 hours a day, and then from Jan, I was studying for 10 to 11 hours, even more sometimes. And so, I think you really have to invest your time and energy if you want to pass this exam because learning a new language needs time. And I would like to share a few tips that really helped me overcome my fear of speaking a new language. So, first, don't wait, start speaking as soon as you are done with the basic. Try the simple sentence like, what are you doing? What are the things you like to do? Your hobby? Record yourself. I know it's weird, but keep doing it, and I'm damn sure you will start noticing your progress. And I also created my own speaking document for both parts. It includes all the most commonly asked topics, the kind of arguments the examiner might use, and the convincing response for each one. For section A, I even wrote topic-wise question because there are books and tools like ChatGPT that can help, but I feel the most of the time the question are a bit off topic or too generic. So I wrote by myself. I did same for Sexio Bay, and well, this doc is really helpful to structure your arguments and think fast during the real exam, but you can't just memorize it, and please don't try to do that. Okay, now's my favorite part. I took my first attempt on 15th April, but I couldn't pass the exam because I got NCLC 5 in Expressio Oral, that is speaking. So, what went wrong? I focused too much on the other parts. I actually got C1 in all the three parts, but I took speaking a bit lightly. Also, I was working during that time and it was really hard to manage all together. So, after getting my result, I resigned from my job just to focus on the exam, and I booked my second attempt for 30 May. And this time on 6th June, I got my result. I passed. I was a bit sad that I didn't get C1 this time, but that's okay. And if you want, I can make a video on how to prepare arguments or how to act in front of the examiner. Just let me know in the comments. Now, my final tips. Okay, here I would like to focus more on the listening part because listening is hard. So, I don't want to scare anyone, but that's just the fact. In the TEF listening exam, from question number 21 to 30, they are the toughest part of the listening because these are based on actual news report, which makes them tricky and fast paced. So that's why I strongly recommend getting into the habit of listening to the news daily, and not just in standard French. You must practice with both French and Quebec accent. So trust me, the Quebec accent is very different. It's very difficult to understand. So make it a routine. Watch and listen to news clips in both accent. Merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté ma présentation. Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas à les poser en commentaire. Je ferai de mon mieux pour vous aider. À bientôt.